Our next example is to find the slope of the tangent line of f of x equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, wherever x is equal to -4. So start by copying down that formula. I think it really helps to copy it down every time just to make sure you're plugging everything into the correct place. The limit as delta x approaches 0 of f of x plus delta x minus f of x over delta x. So you are going to take x plus delta x and you're going to plug it into x right here and x right here. So you're plugging into both of those x's in this original. So the limit as delta x approaches 0 of 2, and then in parentheses x plus delta x squared minus 3 times x plus delta x plus 1. Then we're subtracting, so you gotta put it all in parentheses. We're subtracting the original function f of x, so minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. All of that is over delta x. So we're still going to have to FOIL this out, which we did the last time, so I'm not going to rework it again, but you would FOIL it out to get 2 times x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared. And you could distribute the -3, so -3x minus 3 delta x plus 1. And then you also have to distribute this negative to all 3 of those terms inside the parentheses. So -2x squared plus 3x minus 1, holy guacamole, all over delta x. So then before I start cleaning stuff up, I need to distribute that too. To get 2x squared plus 4x delta x plus 2 delta x squared minus 3x minus 3 delta x plus 1 minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 all over delta x. So yes, I know that this is pretty tedious, but it's just distributing and FOILing, nothing too cray. Alright, I got some stuff that's going to cancel out. I have a positive 2x squared and a negative 2x squared. They're going to cancel. Excuse me. I have a negative 3x and a positive 3x. They're going to cancel. And I have a positive 1 and a negative 1. They're going to cancel. So I am left with the limit as delta x approaches 0 of 4x delta x plus 2 delta x squared minus 3 delta x over delta x. So just like last time, I have a delta x in each of the terms in my numerator, so I can divide each of them by delta x. I can cancel out a delta x from each of those terms, eliminating it from my denominator. So I have the limit as delta x approaches 0. 4x delta x over delta x is just 4x. 2 delta x squared over delta x is just 2 delta x. And minus 3 delta x over delta x is just negative 3. So now I don't have to worry about having a 0 in my denominator. I can just go plug 0 in for delta x to get 4x plus 2 times 0 minus 3, which is 4x minus 3. And 4x minus 3 represents the slope of the tangent line at any point x. However, in my problem, I specifically asked you to find the slope of the tangent line at x equals -4. So I need to plug -4 in for x. So 4 times -4 minus 3 is -16 minus 3 is -19. This means the slope of the tangent line at the specific point x equals -4 is -19. So basically, if you were going to envision this parabola, I mean, it's going to look something like this. So at -4 it would probably be over here, and the slope would be negative. The slope of that tangent line would be negative.